Hey y'all, what's up? Let me check this mic. What's going on? Good morning, everybody. Let me check this mic real quick, like you guys. Can y'all hear me without issue? Please let me know in the comments that you can hear me. Cause girl, this mic, she'll act a little funny sometimes. Soon as we go live, she likes to act the hell up. So I'm hoping that I'm not choppy. So let me know in the comments if you guys can hear me clearly. Oh, I'm good. I'm good. You lying girl. Y'all can hear me for real. Oh, wow. Well, hey, bitch. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, honey. What's up? I hope everybody had a great Labor Day, child. Ooh, it's been a lot over here. It's a lot going on, girl. It's a lot going on. Okay, it's a lot going on my end, girl. I got a whole lot going on. All right. Whole lot going on over here. What's going on, everybody? What's up, y'all? I haven't been live in a minute, it feels. Okay. We are going to talk about some of your favorite shows today. All right. We're going to see how they do. Okay. We're going to see how these reviews go in all honesty, because girl, I have been like reality hasn't been giving lately when it comes to the TV. Okay. Reality TV, I just ain't been, girl. I don't know what it is. Okay. I don't know if the expiration date is slowly approaching for reality TV shows or what the hell is going on. You feel what I'm saying, girl? But I feel like BelleCollective was pretty good. Ready to Love. I don't know what y'all are doing, but y'all need to get y'all together like immediately, okay? Who else we got? Married to Medicine, lackluster this week. Real Housewives of Atlanta, entertaining for the most part. You know what I'm saying? But so I feel like, yeah, we 2 out of 4. Belle and Real Housewives of Atlanta was giving to me. But we are going to struggle through Ready to Love. We're going to do that. We are this morning, okay? We're going to do that. All right. So good morning, everybody in the chat. Make sure you guys come in and hit that like button for your girl. Okay. Make sure you guys come in. It was your B-Day weekend, Kay. Happy birthday, bitch. Ooh, what you do? That's what's up. That's what's up. You had a good birthday weekend in, because it's on Labor Day weekend. So that's what's up. My one of my best friends flew in town over the weekend from Texas, and my fiance and I had dinner with her and her husband, and it was nice. We had a good time. But first of all, girl, I went to Houston's. Girl, not the one in Buckhead, girl, the other one somewhere else over there in Atlanta off Peachtree. Girl, I ain't like it. I ain't like it. I ain't like it. I do not like the limited menu. But the food ended up being good, I will say. The food ended up being good. But the menu was, I hate limited menus. Give me a variety, not a variety of this bullshit. I want more. You know what I'm saying? And then how y'all gonna sit up there and say y'all got sushi, but y'all ain't got no tempura sushi? Like, girl, I like my shit fried. I don't always want to eat no raw sushi. So I felt the way. Like, you don't have sushi on your motherfucking menu and you ain't got that. Like, girl, get it together. That made me feel away for sure. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, girl, what's going on, Sam? Yes, girl, I got up early. I was debating. I was going to pre-record. And I said, well, I ain't go live. I haven't talked to them in a minute live. So let me just go live and chit chat with the people. You know what I'm saying? Oh, happy early birthday, Justina. That's my brother's birthday, actually. That's what's up. Yeah, my little brother's birthday is coming up this week. So that's what's up. Look at everybody. Okay, we see y'all Virgos, girl, whatever, honey. But let's get into this review. Okay, let's talk about Ready to Love real quick. Okay, nephew Tommy. So he wants the guys to take the ladies on like a romantic date this week, and he wants them to open up and be a bit more vulnerable. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I got none of that this week. I ain't getting nothing that was romantic about none of these motherfucking dates, and I don't think I heard a single person open up. Y'all is playing with our time. Okay, y'all are playing with our time and you're wasting everybody else's time right along with it. Okay, I just want y'all to know that. Okay, LJ takes Sharice salsa dancing, and she went. Of course, she had a good time, but for the most part, you could tell that she wasn't interested. She really didn't open up. She was dry as hell in conversation. He really ain't her type, and I feel like, is he like the same height as her? I feel like he probably. Maybe to her, some women that feel like men that are the same height as them are just too short. So she's just not interested. So she didn't really open up. He wished she would have opened up. But my thoughts was from the beginning, I thought that you were interested in Looney. So why are you not pressing more on Looney? It seems like you only willing to press on Looney now that you hear somebody else is more interested in Looney. Okay, that's what it sounds like. But okay, then keep trying out here in the streets, honey. Randall and Jamala. Jamala, girl, you irritated me just a little bit, girl. You was giving, I can't think of that lady's name from what was it, last season or season before last? What was that lady's name that gave that man that gift and stuff? And she was with Cornelius. I can't even think of her name, but you kind of made me think of her just a little bit. So they go on a little candle day. They making candles or whatever. And he ended up telling her how she reminded him of his mama or whatever. They don't nobody really care about for real. But they're trying to figure out a name for the candle, and she says olive juice. We all know what the olive juice means, okay? We know what you're getting at when you say olive juice, and when you mouth it, it sounds like you telling somebody you love them. And I'm over here tip-tapping on her door like, excuse me, ma'am, not who's there, just me, because I'm confused, okay? You don't even much know this man like that, girl. No, you do not. So why is you over here subliminally trying to let this man know that you love him? I'm a little confused. It could not have just been me. I refuse to let it just be me. That kind of bothered me a bit, okay? Then she had the audacity to ask this man if he could possibly be falling. I said, girl, what? I keep on falling and out of love. Like, girl, what is we doing? Why would you ask him that? He don't even much know you like that. I just feel like, y'all, what episode is we on? Is this episode 6? Like, what episode are we on? Like, why are you playing with people? Well, I gotta go look this up. Because I'm feeling away. Girl, what episode is it? Let me see. Because Miss Ma'am, girl, we on episode 6, ma'am. Girl, oh, she just So he didn't even answer the question. I'm like, ma'am, he don't even much know you like that. He did not answer the question. But he did say something about, I guess, naming the kennel. I mean, we did say we're gonna name it olive juice, right? I'm like, what the fuck they gotta do? That's not answering the question. So basically, girl, the answer is no. Okay, the answer is no. He like you, but it ain't like that. Like you moving a little too quick for him. Okay. What else? So I just felt like they was both kind of setting their emotions up to fail, or at least they were setting her emotions up for failure. Okay, at the end of the day, because I do feel like he didn't answer it, but he was trying to give her whatever answer was gonna make her happy. And you know how some women like to do. You get them an inch, they gonna run with it and act like, oh my God, girl, he's so in love with me. He act like this and that. And that's really not what it is. He just didn't want to hurt your damn feelings. But either way, girl, let's keep going. Swayze, Shakira, and Justice, okay, and Looney. They go on this active date. They outside. They working out, whatever. Nothing fucking romantic about it. Justice came out there with his motherfucking linens on. Decided he not finna fully work out with nobody. And then I think he said something like his back. He messed up his back or whatever. And I say, nah, you just don't want to stretch out them fucking linens you got on. That's what it is. Okay, you came out there to look good. You ain't come out there to work out. All right. So that's what it was. He wasn't trying to sweat. And it also made me just feel like for Justice to come out there with the understanding of what the date was about, it was giving lazy. It was giving rebellious. It was giving moving to the beat of your own drum. And I just cannot. It's giving lack of consideration for other people. And if you ain't want to come and work out, then you just should not have came. You know what I'm saying? But I don't like Justice. But anyway, there's that. So Justice and Looney over there talking, and it looks like they're building a strong connection because she understands him being cheap. That's what I say. She talking about she understands him, and I say, okay, so you understand this man being cheap is what you're saying, okay, with a low budget and doing everything for free. Okay, so if that's what you okay with, then we don't want to hear you complaining years down the road, and then y'all probably together for 2 years, and he don't do nothing spectacular or anything for your anniversary because you already knew you already know what it was when you signed up. Okay, you already knew. So anyway, there's that. Swayze and Shakira over there talking, y'all. Shakira immediately brings up the fact that she was crying after the event. Shakira, when are you going to get to know somebody without all of that? When are you going to get to know somebody and let them know that it's more to you than your trauma, than what you may have experienced? And when are you going to move forward and allow somebody to get to know where you are now versus what you've been through and where you were then? Now, I understand some stuff we go through in the past kind of contributes to who we are now, but girl, it's something always results back to you crying. Either you're talking about you crying or either you're sitting up here crying. You know what I'm saying? And it's weird because it's like, are you trying to guilt people into feeling sorry for you or something? Like I'm not sure what's going on. Like, I mean, they probably gonna feel that anyway because of what you've been through. Nobody wants to see anybody go through stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But girl, this ain't the process for her. But anyway, so she feels like the ladies was doing underhanded stuff. So she felt the need that she was gonna express that to him. So I don't know something about it, girl. Oh, I just listen. I can't, Linda. I cannot. You don't like that they did shady stuff to you, but then you turn around and be shady and tell him what happened, and then you start therefore talking about them. So then, if he takes that same information and go back to the ladies, then you're gonna be beefing again. Then you're gonna sit up there and play like you the victim. And I don't have time. I don't have time, Shakira. I don't. I'm sorry. Y'all can leave it in the comments. No. Swayze says the process may be too overwhelming for her. And I said, Swayze, if you ain't saying nothing but a word, I'm with you on that one. Okay. Definitely with you on that one. So she may need more time to heal. And yes, she do. Yes, she do. Yes, she do. I said he not lying. Y'all can go on ahead and send her right on home. Thank you so much. Okay. Let's skip down because I ain't really care too much about Samson linking up with Brandy. I know he brought her a gift. I didn't see anything wrong with that. I thought that was actually nice of him. And because we gonna see at a later time. Actually, let me go back. I do want to talk about that. We're gonna see at a later time where I think she's gonna bring up him bringing a gift to her, and she feels like she should be the only person to receive a gift. And it's like, BIT, he dating other people in the process. And I know you're not talking when you sit over there dating Mike, and Mike ain't giving you a motherfucking thing, and you want to sit up here and worried about what Samson bringing you. Meanwhile, Mike over there pulling somebody else in your face to have an eye level conversation with them to get some type of understanding. Yikes, girl, you got bigger things to be worried about than a motherfucking gift that somebody done gave you and who else he done gave a gift to. Get it together, okay? So then we see Kelly and Mike. They end up having a conversation. It's real interesting because Kelly, I don't know how to read you for real, girl. Because you, first of all, why y'all always playing games to get a kiss? Like you did that the last time. Whoever wins gets to kiss me. And then you turn around and y'all doing it again. But I guess she said that it was his turn. Like he the one that suggested whoever wins, somebody was gonna kiss. Girl, just kiss. Do we have to play? Like, why is y'all up here acting like y'all love me basketball? Play me for my heart. Like, what is we do? Like, girl, if you want to kiss the man, kiss the man. You don't want to kiss the man, don't kiss the man, whatever. And it's crazy because it was his idea for him to kiss you or whatever. If he wins, whoever wins, the kiss was gonna go down. Only for him to be all up in your face, and then you turn around like, scoot back, like, oh my god, like, oh, why you silly? Go over there. Like, what is it? You really don't like that man for real. Either you do not like him or you have an issue with men being in your personal space. It makes you feel uncomfortable. Okay. Because that's what it was giving. I don't know what you've been through in your past, but when he was even up there holding your hands and trying to look you in your face, like, girl, you could barely look him in his eyes or whatever. You feel what I'm saying, girl? So I don't know, girl. You just gotta do more inner work, girl. I understand because I kind of been there before, you know what I'm saying? But I got past that, so you may want to do some inner work. But anyway, girl, you don't like that man like that. This is just the short answer, okay? The way you got in the car and he was leaning in you and you was like, okay, I'm gonna call you, girl. I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you, Scooby. I'm gonna call you when I get to where I'm trying to go. So you don't like that man. That's just the short answer. What you really want is Randall, but Randall just want everybody else. So either way, honey, yikes, okay? Let's keep going. So let's see. I said neither one of the ladies are attracted to the men they went out on a date with, and that's Kelly and that's Brandy. Period. Brandy still wants Mike, and I do not know why she wants him, but beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and she won't what she won't anyway, because that's just how she is. And either way, good luck, okay? That's just what she like. It ain't my business. Skating rink. Let's get to it. Another not romantic event. Okay. So wow, Sharice and Samson have gotten closer. They shared a kiss. I feel a way about it. Sharice, I just don't. Samson, come to the front. I don't see her for you. Can you go back and try and get to know Looney a little bit more? Like, I just don't see. I don't think Sharice's guy is here. I don't see it with you, Samson. And it's really interesting, Samson. You know, Samson, I'm gonna have to call you out just a little bit, okay, honey? I do appreciate you for the DM and the follow. I appreciate it. But listen, something something's off, Samson. I like ya, I do, but something is rubbing me the wrong way. First of all, you sat up there and said that you want a woman that's connected to struggle, and then you sit up there and say that it's a black woman, but then we find out the woman that you've been in a relationship the longest wasn't even a black woman. Then you turn around and you so strongly attached to Miss Sharice. I mean, she black or whatever, but some off about her and some is off about your decision, and I don't like it. But I'm gonna keep thinking about it till I put my hands on it. You feel what I'm saying? Cause some off. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? I got my eye on you, see what I'm saying? Because you also was talking about the struggle, and then you said something about your dad, and then how y'all had to go pick up cans and stuff, and your mama working 2 jobs. And I was just like, well, where was your dad when all this was going on? Was he alive? Like, you know what I'm saying? So what was happening? Like, it's something's off for me. But we're gonna keep going, okay? So Swayze tells Miss K what he likes about her, but she still doesn't feel like he's opening up to her. And I don't think he was really opening up to her either. But I don't know the right questions that she should have asked to get him to open up. It sounds like she was trying to get there though. Eventually he did. You know, I guess he opened up, whatever. They cool. But it's gonna take a turn for the worse when she stood up there and say that men weren't interested in black women. I don't know how that conversation gonna go, but that's gonna be a mess, girl. Let's keep going. So Tommy decided he's gonna bring everybody together, right? Because he want everybody to keep it real. But the reason you want everybody to really keep it real, nephew Tommy, is because you know this show is not giving anything. Even the producers can sit up here and see that y'all really ain't giving us nothing in these few episodes. So Tommy, we're gonna need a little bit more drama. We're gonna need a little bit more something. So we're gonna have everybody come together, and we want you to just call out the BS, and then maybe we can get some things started from here. That's what it was given. But what it really is, y'all have poor editing. But we're gonna go ahead and keep going. So Tommy brings everyone together because no one is being real, and he wants them to share their true thoughts. So Jamala immediately calls out Randall and says she don't know if he playing the field or not, but she knows that he is intentional with her. And I'm like, he is playing the field, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You know this, ma'am. Absolutely, ma'am. You guys are on a dating show. He's definitely playing the field, ma'am. I'm a little confused. I don't know. I feel like they be rushing stuff a little bit. You know, especially I feel like it's not a rush when we can see that the connection is genuine, but when you don't see that it's genuine, you get a person that's trying to pull more out of them. I feel like they're trying to force it, you know? So yeah, girl, he's playing the field. That's just the short answer, okay? Then she decided to call out Shakira and says that she doesn't know where they stand. It is Shakira. This way you kind of got on my nerves, Miss Ma'am. This way you kind of got on my nerves, girl, okay? Shakira says that she doesn't know who to trust, but she thanks the men for being gentle with her, right? Basically saying the ladies weren't gentle with her. So then Kaden is like, I'm sorry. Hey, talk about me? Fire your ass. Are you talking to me? Okay. And then Shakira says, well, what we not finna do is sit up here and act dumb. I said, well, what you not finna do is sit up here and act like you whored. Okay. That's what you not finna do. You not finna sit up here and act like you whored, girl, when you ain't gonna do nothing but turn around and act like you a victim and run out the door and then get the crime, which is kind of what you did. Okay. So what else? Kaden asked, she says, well, I'm asking you, you know what I'm saying? She's like, well, we're not going to sit up here and play games or whatever like that. So then Kay is trying to explain the situation. All right. I guess she was trying to say that she didn't want to bring the conversation up around Miss Shakira based on what she's been through. And it's kind of like you didn't even have to say that either, Miss K. If you didn't want to bring the conversation up based on what she went through, then you should have never brought it up. You should have just said nothing. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Well, we're not going to talk about that. I know it's a sensitive subject for some. Let's move on. Like, that's probably what you had to say. You know what I'm saying? You ain't have to like elaborate or go into detail, which I don't think you went into detail, but you gave enough for people to know that Shakira has some stuff going on or whatever. So there's that. So then Kaden is trying to clear the issue, right? This is what pissed me off. And this is why I can't get with you, Miss Sharice, ma'am. Sharice says, no, let's not go too deep. No, let's not talk about no. Wait, no, we don't need to get into it, girl. We don't need to get into it. Katie's like, but I'm finna get into it. But I need to talk about it, girl, because you're not finna sit down here on the national TV, girl, and embarrass me. So we is definitely finna talk about some things. I'm on the side of Kaden because I'm like, why when nephew Tommy bring all of y'all together for nobody to really talk about what's really going on? So who are you sitting over there, girl? Sit over there and shut up and sit back and loosen up your neck. Okay, because your neck is really showing the people. Okay, girl. So just loosen your neck up and sit back and let this lady say what she gonna say, because this ain't your fight. And you over there trying to jump in there like, girl, sit back. We gonna get it resolved. Girl, I just feel like, shut up. Anyway, when it came down to it, all of the guys got together. They had a conversation. They made a decision, and they decided that Miss Shakira was the one that was not ready to love. And it was two things. One, I felt like she was trying to fake like she was okay with going home. But then at the same time, I feel like she probably been wanting to quit this process, knowing that her guy wasn't here, and probably just didn't want to be considered a quitter. So she just hung in there. And if that's the case, then I appreciate her not like eliminating herself like so many people I felt was doing like last season. So if that's the case, hey, cool. It is what it is. So now she's free to go, and find who's for her. You know what I'm saying? Go find your man, girl. So it ain't here, but you'll find them. I promise that. You'll definitely find a person that's gonna be gentle with you, understanding of what you got going on. You know what I'm saying? And there's that, they're gonna be right for you and your kids. So it's definitely on the way, but they just was not here, and this was not your process. Okay. Yeah. So that's really all that I got on Ready to Love, girl. I tried to squeeze something out of there. Let's see what you guys are saying, because I don't want this to be long. We still don't know the issue. And don't. And I have a problem with that. Well, we see each other. Okay, don't bring this up to us, to the audience, and then leave us out of the loop. That's my thing. What is happening here? Now what's going on, everybody over here in the chat? This is why I can't stand Mike. 1 minute, Kayla's too young for him, but now he's playing like he's into her. Oh, well, then there's that. That's probably why Kayla was over there a bit standoffish with him and wasn't fully attracted to him. Because Mike fake as hell. That's just the short answer. That's what it is. And maybe she was right for just not being interested in him. I mean, it's not much of a looker, but that's not for me to say either way. Good luck. Let's scoot over. Girl. Let's talk about BelleCollective. Let's get into it. All right, you guys. As you all come on in, be sure to like the video. We about to talk about y'all favorite people, Miss Akeisha and Miss Tisha, but we'll get into them. And Miss Tambra, you too, girl, because good. Let me get into this, because Tambra, you disappointed me. Let's keep going. So, Damon, y'all know Tambra was brought the information about, what's her name, Tisha, having some type of emotional connection to her man, which Tambra completely denies. And she's like, that's not true. Girl, no, ma'am. That's not what's going on. I promise you that. I can guarantee you that's not happening, right? So Damon says that he doesn't do drama. And I'm like, you don't do drama, but you do friendly as fuck. Noted. No, you do friendly as fuck. No. So it makes me feel like, or question, what type of energy were you giving? That Miss Girl felt like, okay, y'all got some type of emotional connection, because you definitely was giving friendly as fuck. Okay. I'm like, just how friendly were you? Tambra says that she told Tisha that, she's like, well, just so you know, I told Tisha that there is absolutely no way for you to have a emotional connection to her ever. Like, I told her that. Yeah. I've read the messages, and I've listened to the calls when he's had her on speaker. So I guarantee you there is absolutely no emotional connection. So you really think that there is no connection because you listened to the calls that he allowed you to listen to, and you read the messages that he allowed you to read? Well, that's your man, and you're gonna stick beside him, okay? Ain't nothing wrong with that, for real. If you want to take his word for it, believe it. But if somebody comes to you again with this same bullshit, I need you to know that the possibilities are very strong. Okay, because he's admitted to being a friendly motherfucker, and that's the same type of being a friendly MFer that caused Tisha man to go out there and do what he do, because Tisha told him, you too motherfucking friendly. Hello, knock knock. Who's there? Are you at the door? Can you open it? The people want to talk. Okay, so just be mindful, girl. Either way, good luck. Let's keep going. So Tisha is being stalked by her husband, which I felt like was so disrespectful. It really was giving a control tactic for me. Like, you just trying to control, like you done sat up here and did your dirt and now you're afraid. I think Tisha nailed it when she did the confessional and said that I think that he's trying to keep tabs on me because he's afraid of me moving on or whatever. And I'm like, that's absolutely what it sounds like, girl. It's giving Martell. Like, girl, why is you pulling up to the restaurant? What is you doing? Why is you trying to come to the restaurant with this lady at? And she just meet up with Marie. Girl, it's the giving you was gonna ruin her date like Martell did Mel. Like, calm down. And even if that's the case, like, that's what you get because you was out here doing whatever it is you want to do. So it's okay for you to do what you want to do, but now it's her turn. Now that she done left the house and she not over there with you, now she can't do it. You trying to keep tabs on her. Then she had brought up the fact that you already got your people following me, and he gonna talk about something that's for protection. I said, protection, girl. Now what in the power is this? Okay, what is going on, James St. Patrick Glenn? Like, what you mean protection? What is that? I was like, girl, what in the, I'm not gonna call that man no Lord, no drug lord. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna say that, but it was just giving weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna say that man out here doing. They probably got some illegal stuff going on, but it's just weird that you sit up here got people following your wife. This type of like, it's for protection. Don't y'all live in Jackson or around it? Like, I'm a little confused. So why would you sit up there and do that? Girl, I don't know, but girl, let me back up out of that. But yeah, some people at my door stalking me, child. But anyway, let's keep going. So he tells her that he don't be doing all this kind of stuff. I'll be doing all this kind of. But then why is you doing it now? If you don't be doing all of that, then why the fuck is you doing it? Okay, what you doing it for? For control. That's what he doing it for. Okay, so he tells her she moving real different, and I'm laughing my ass off at this point because I said, not you done sat up here and told this lady she moving different when you was moving different the whole damn marriage is what it seemed like. You been moving different. Then propose to her, and then you done sit up here and text somebody else the same night. Like, not you over here worried about how she moving. I do not like that. I do not like that at all. Like, that is just and then now she's trying to assess the situation, make up her mind. Does she want this marriage? Does she not? How to go about it? You're not even giving her the space to just think. And you actually making it worse for yourself. You know what I'm saying? When you just don't give people time to just really think. It makes them feel like they're being smothered. And then at that point, they probably really not gonna want it. So you need to really calm down. So Latrice had me screaming yet again. Love it. I love Latrice. Okay. Miss Girl is funny. The way she be coming with them reads, honey. And the way she was peeking around that damn the way she was peeking around that truck, I was laughing my ass off because I said, that is me. Girl, that's me peeking around the truck like, girl, what's going on? I don't want to go inside before she go inside, but maybe she was out there trying to protect her too, But anyway, I thought that was pretty funny. And then of course, Tisha goes inside. We have Marie already inside, and that's why Treese is there. They all come up and they come inside, they link up, okay? And so she talks about Glenn stalking her. We go through that, and then they talk about Marie and Treese getting to a place where they're just moving forward. Latrice said something about how she respects Marie because even though they weren't on good terms, she always understood where Marie stood with her. She understood, like, okay, she don't fuck me, I don't fuck with her, like, it is what it is. I respect her hustle, whatever. So then she brings up Akeisha and talks about how, I guess, Tisha was talking about Akeisha at the table or whatever, and I guess she expects Tisha to maintain the same stance, and pretty much don't be fake about it. And that's when Treese goes on to talk about how she feels like she could run circles around Akeisha. She could run circles around her husband, and everything else. And I was like, oh, okay. I mean, I guess maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know if you can run that many circles. I think you can run up the street. You know what I'm saying? You could probably meet her up there, but I don't know if you can run the circles around her. I mean, you are younger than her, so maybe you can. You could, on that aspect. But as far as money wise, I don't know if you can run that far when it comes to Akeisha, based on how embedded her family is in the Mississippi. You know what I'm saying, girl? So I don't know, girl, but you probably could run a few. You can run a few blocks. I do believe you could probably run a few blocks when it comes to her. But anyway, but she was more so speaking on the ugly term, right? Saying she was ugly. And I'm not really believing that Akeisha said that she called those ladies ugly. I feel like if she did say the term ugly, it could have been referring to their attitude or how they handled situations. But I don't think she just blatantly called women with their ugly self. Like, I'll be shocked. I'll be surprised. And Keisha, if you did say that, I'll be highly disappointed, but we'll wait and see how that plays out. Okay. So Tisha tells them about her friend and Tamara's man having an emotional connection. Okay. Tisha says that Tamara got defensive. And then tells her, talking about she had a conversation with Tamara, saying, "Now, Tamara, girl, you're gonna have to tell me what's going on because I can't defend you. I can't have your back if you lying about something. Tisha, this is why I want to put you up and I want to slap the dog at you. Because it's the audacity of you to say this woman got defensive, as if you're not gonna get defensive when somebody tell you that your husband out here cheating and probably got a whole nother child out there. Like, yeah, she gonna get defensive. If her man has her believing one thing and he's showing her a certain side to where she may think to herself that he's not doing it. Okay, even though I feel like, girl, you better wake up and smell the roses. Anything is possible. You know what I'm saying? But who are you to sit up there and try? I'm not liking how Tisha is moving this season, girl. I am not liking that. Like, are you serious, girl? She got defensive. Like, you not gonna get defensive? And then it's gonna tell this woman she lying. So what do you know, Tisha, that we don't know, that you feel like Tamara is not keeping it real with you when it comes to her relationship? That's what we would like to know. I want to know that. Does anybody have the answer? Okay, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying too. And also keep this in mind. As far as her being defensive, attitude, whatever, Tisha went and told everybody else before she brought that shit to Tamara. She had an opportunity to tell Tamara when she saw her the first time, right? So don't sit up here and say, "Oh, well, if I go around and tell people, then you got to know that I'm going to tell you." Well, BIT, you could have been told her, and I don't want you hear no excuse about, "Oh, well, it was Latrice's tea, so I didn't tell her at the tea event." Well, it was Marie's birthday party, and you still told her at Marie's birthday party, so you could have pulled her to the side and had that conversation then. You know what I'm saying? So, Tisha, you're giving very much so fake. And I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's whack. But anyway, let's get to Sophia and Miss JJ or Mr. So they've been together for 15 years. I think she has 2 kids. He has 3 kids. I think her daughter, the pregnant daughter, might live with them or something like that, because they were saying they was wanting her to get out the house so they could do what they do and, do it on the washing machine, walk around naked and all this other stuff that they do, girl. I guess. Okay. What else happened? So they started talking about Tisha and her husband having an outside baby. JJ immediately goes to the space of Mr. Holtz and he starts talking about, well, a lot of people like to take the woman's side and not hear the man out. So we don't know what he could have done or what she could have done to cause him to go to that place where he cheated and have an outside baby. I said, what in the Martell Holt is happening here? Wow, wow, wow. Okay, we see you, JJ. We see you, JJ. JJ, don't mess around and become the one that's not the favorite. And you already a favorite just coming onto the show based on us seeing you on Dancing Dolls. Don't be like that. Don't act like that. You know what I'm saying? Because Glenn, the people gonna be on your ass. So you better hope that this not your kid. Because if this woman does come out, and I feel like she probably not gonna come out, considering the fact that, girl, she probably don't want the treatment that everybody be giving Miss A. So she probably like, I'm just gonna be quiet over here. You know what I'm saying? But you better hope, because the people gonna be over there in your DMs and they're gonna be eating you up. Okay. But let's keep going. So Tisha decided to have a birthday party for her son, and I believe her husband showed up, Mr. Glenn. Tisha being all messy, not Tisha, but Treese was being all messy, pretty much going in their face, asking questions and stuff, and just being a little subtle messy. So Tisha doesn't want him to participate in the son's birthday because she's mad, and I just felt like that was petty as hell, and that was kind of stupid to me. Like, at the end of the day, this is this kid's dad talking about something. You can stay right here. You can stay right here. I'm about to go over here and do X, Y, Z, A, B, C, and it's just like, what are you saying? I'm gonna open up the gifts. We're gonna go over here. You can stand right here. Like, what? You sound stupid. You was trying to create an issue. I don't know. You was trying to create something because you knew he wasn't gonna go for that. Like, you was trying to do something, girl. That didn't make no sense. At the end of the day, whatever going on between y'all ain't got nothing to do with that baby. So the baby, I'm sure, wanted his dad there, since his dad hasn't been there on a daily basis. So allow him to participate. What y'all got going on, y'all settle that between y'all. Okay. That baby probably would have been up there like, Mommy, why didn't Daddy come over and help me open up the gifts? Why did he stay back there? That baby probably would have been like, dang, Daddy didn't want to help me open up the gifts, thinking that Daddy, don't want to be there. Whole time, Mama just mad as hell and don't want him right there. Like, girl, sit down. So he tells her it's her attitude. And I'm like, child, it's really both of y'all attitude. She says, no, it's you. She says, you do it too much. And I'm like, but you do it too much too. And then she tells him, you're not going to embarrass me. And I'm like, but you about to embarrass your damn self though. Okay. Y'all are cutting up. So Glenn goes over to talk to Cliff. And first he was telling Tisha, I'm finna go talk to Cliff. And so she was up there like just not like ignoring him for the most part. He kept talking to her. She said, when you finna go talk to Cliff? Like, get your ass out my face. Go on over there now. I don't want to deal with you. Go on over there now. So he does. He goes over to talk to Cliff. And he talks about how he had people following Tisha for her protection. First of all, you had other people stalking her. That's number one. But the way that you're using your words just makes us think, what else are you involved in that you need to have people following her for the protection? Like, stop making sense, okay? And then they started talking about an igloo and a goat. And I just said, I don't know what this countrified sip talking. I don't know what they talking about. I don't know. Igloo, a goat. I've tapped out at that point. So Tisha decided she wanted to sneak up in the mix and see what's going on. And then she hops in a conversation and says something to him. And I'm confused because I'm like, Tisha, one minute you act like you don't want to deal with him. And then the next minute you want to sit up here being all up in the conversation and causing friction. See, what is given to me is that you just want to argue. That's what it's given to me. You just want to go back and forth. I understand that you're mad, but it's your kid's birthday party. And if anybody should understand that, it should be you. Okay. So I feel like she was looking to create a problem, but I'm also feeling like just because they're not living at the same house don't mean that they ain't out here hunching. So was you trying to get him upset so y'all can go home and have some makeup stuff? You know what I'm saying? That's probably what was going on. It probably was going to be good. But anyway, let's keep going. So she tells him that his ego is tripping and she needs him to get his shit together. And he tells her that it's his son's birthday and that he not finna, he said, it's my son's birthday. I'm not finna go there with you. And then tells her that you're not finna keep disrespecting me. That's what you're not finna do. Okay. You're not finna sit up here and keep motherfucking disrespecting me. Give me 1 second. I need to check something really quickly, girl. Okay. I had to make sure. But anyway, so he tells her, you're not gonna keep disrespecting me. And then Tisha looked like, first of all, she had her hands crossed. And I just feel like that is the typical behavior that somebody's gonna do, one of the behaviors, where somebody's gonna like cross their hands and they're gonna wait for you to do something before they swing. Cause it looked like she was dead finna hit him in his face. If Treese would not have came over there and tried to calm it, but Treese had me cackling because she was trying not to laugh at their ass. And Cliff over there, like, I don't even know how we even escalated to this. Like, what the hell is going on? Cliff, like, just get me the hell out of here. I just need somebody to swoop in and get me the hell out of here, girl. Oh, Lord. Let's keep going. So Aikisha and Marie had a play date with Aikisha's son and Marie's grandson. And I love this. I don't know how y'all felt, but I really love this. I did because I don't know. I felt like they got a lot in common, and if they were to actually connect with each other, they may like each other. You know what I'm saying? So Marie speaks on her grandson's mom passing, and it was a moment for them to pretty much connect with each other. And I was just happy about that. Marie says that she didn't care about the he say she say when it came to Aikisha allegedly calling the ladies ugly. All right, she didn't care about that, and I said, I know that's right, Miss Marie. All right. Now, even though you just sat up there and said that Aikisha acted, a little shady or whatever it was that you said to Tambra at your event, now you're over here meeting up with her and you're not here for the he say, she say. And I appreciated that. Okay. So Marie does open up about her lupus and everything that she's been going through and having to take care of so many people and stuff and just wanting to be here for her family in the long run. Because if something happens to Marie, I really do feel like the family is going to crumble. They're not going to know what the hell to do. They're going to have to pick up the pieces, and it's going to be a lot of pieces to pick up, and very hard to put it back together is what I think. So hopefully she can, continue to be in better health when it comes to that, because her family definitely needs her. But I just hate that she also has to take on the stress of so many people. I think she wants to do that. I think Marie does show up like she wants to be the savior for everybody, but then it begins to wear and tear on her. And the sad part of being a person that's always the savior is you don't have those people being able to be that same thing to you in return, which could definitely suck. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, shout out to Essie for even being there by her side to be able to check on her and make sure she's good or whatever. But at the end of the day, when it comes to Marie and Tambra, I'm not Tambra, but Marie and Akeisha, I was really glad that they sat out and they linked up. And so far, so good. So I like that. Now the guys link up, and of course, Glenn needed this opportunity to speak on his issues with his wife, and he says that he did cheat or whatever. And then the question was, "Have you seen a little boy?" And he was like, "I mean, everybody got a big nose, all black." I'm like, "Baby, no, black folks don't all got a big nose." Okay, but you do, and that's okay. So basically, are you letting us know that the baby does have your features, but you're just in denial? Because that's what I took from the conversation. Okay. Um, what else happened? So then Glenn pretty much started talking about how he's love bombing his wife at this point and wants her to be over whatever he's done in the past. And I'm like, it don't necessarily work like that. Okay. But at the same time, um, I do feel like he should be like overplaying this. You know what I'm saying? I do feel like she'd be overplaying this because I feel like, girl, you knew about a lot of this SHI. All of this is just a storyline for the moment. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, girl, let me keep going. So JJ brings up, I guess, infidelity and stuff and starts talking about how Cliff smashed Miss Sophia. Miss Sophia, you sat up here and let Mr. Cliff smash, and Cliff wasn't really confirming nor denying, which made me think that it was a confirm that he did. And meanwhile, you got Akeisha husband over there just confused, like, what the hell going on? How did we get here, baby? I thought we was just fishing. Like, y'all sit over here talking about somebody cheating. This man that bagged his woman, and this happening and that happening. Like, I'm just so damn confused on how we got here. And it's funny because they was just talking in their own little country language, and he's from up north, so he's just trying to digest everything they talking about. So I thought that was definitely funny to me. But again, Cliff, you smashed Miss Sophia. I guess it was so Gucci, honey. Let me go ahead and get going. Anyway, all right. Keisha husband was like, listen, I'm not from here. Y'all are. And I want to know, what do y'all love about the sip outside of infidelity? Baby, I chuckled because I thought it was funny. But obviously, Mr. Glenn took offense. Glenn took offense. All right. But then he got in line real quick because old boy was like, man, listen, I thought we was here to fish. And that's what they did. Okay. I wonder if that's going to come up again later this season about Cliff and Miss Sophia. I would love to see it. I ain't gonna lie, because she be having so much to say in the confessionals, girl. What was it? What was going on with you and Cliff? Was this during or before Miss Latrice? So when was it? I mean, probably before Miss Latrice, because you've been with this man for like 15 years, right? So the people just wonder. Anyway, let's get to the sistervention. So Akeisha immediately brings up missing Marie's event. And Tambra talks about being a person that would give folks a call. So then she said, well, you know me, I'm the type of person, I would like to give people a call. Like, hey, girl, let's go out for dinner. And then Akeisha said, well, shit, I wish I would have got a call about going out to dinner. I said, come on, Akeisha, I feel like, to me, y'all, I feel like she be real. And I love it. She be honest for the most part. And people just cannot take the honesty. You know what I'm saying? She was just like, I already know. I came here to address them. I'm just going to be real frank with you, girl. I wish I would have got a call. Somebody would have at least called me. Ain't nobody called me, but we could talk about it. We're going to get to it, girl. So then Tisha says that she did. She said, well, I did hit you up for lunch, girl. I did do that. Akeisha said, yeah, you did. And I thought that we were good. Okay. But then word got back to me that we weren't so good. Okay. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on. So Tisha says, well, I did find out that you was being a bit shady. Okay. And I found that out from Tambra. Here go Tambra line ass. Tisha, what I said was, I did not say that she was being, she was being shady. I said that she was throwing shade. Like, she's good at throwing shade. I said, Tambra, go to the end of the table. Sit at the end of the table, Tambra. Okay, because you sitting over here trying to act stupid. You know what I'm saying? About shady and shade when they damn near the same thing, girl. Okay, but Akeisha had to break it down because there are multiple, I personally feel, multiple examples or definitions for shady. Like, girl, you being shady, meaning when a person is throwing shade, right? But you knew what you were saying, so they were the same thing, Miss Tamara. But Akeisha also said, oh, no, baby. Akeisha was like, no, baby. Okay, when it could, that's saying Akeisha is shady, and that's one thing I'm not, because when you say shady, that means basically, she do shady business, like giving scammer teas and stuff like that. And she has to nip that in the bud, like you're not about to associate that term with my character because that's something that I'm not. And I was like, get them together, Miss Keisha. Check the girls, okay? So then Akeisha denies it and doesn't want to be affiliated with it, as I said. So the Tisha girl says that she thought that she was cool. She's like, well, I thought that we was cool. You know, you came off as very supportive. You know, I let you in on my project with Ferry Street. And I wish Akeisha would have said, baby, you can't let me in on nothing that I'm already a part of. Let's be very clear about that. You see what I said? So I let you in on my Ferry Street project. Girl, my family already owns property there. Now, see, if Akeisha would have said that, everybody would have been like, oh my God, she's flexing her weight. Oh my God, she's just trying to show out and show people what she got. No, that's checking up. Okay. And you take it how you want it if you're insecure. Okay. That ain't got nothing to do with me. But you can't let me in on a project that I already got. Right. Girl, I wish she would have said that. Is it like, no, ma'am, you can, no. Girl, you needed me. Okay. No, ma'am. Anyway, so then what else? Tisha says that she was wondering if she brought dirt under her fingernails. Tisha, where do you be Tisha, where do you be coming up with this shit? I understood that one when she said, I was wondering, did she bring the dirt under her fingernails? You know what I'm saying? She was talking about the dirt on the on the plate, but also bringing the drama with her in so many words. You know what I'm saying? So I understood that one, Tisha. But you talking about you chewing your cabbage all the way to the back or whatever you said, and you ain't afraid of that part. I still do not understand, and nobody from Mississippi has come to the front to help me to understand that one, girl. But anyway, so Akeisha says, nah, I feel like you brought the bad energy, and it would not have mattered what I would have said. I would have sat up there and said, your shoes are cute, and you would have made an issue out of that. And I'm like, girl, you probably right. Because when she met you the very first time, before the brunch, she already had an issue with you. She was already throwing shade, feeling like everything that she said, you was trying to one up her, but you weren't. You were trying to relate to her. And it's just so happens that the things that you have that's relatable to her are, I guess, bigger. You know what I'm saying? Than what she got going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, she trying to tell you about Ferris Street, but you say, oh yeah, my family owns property out there. Like, girl, that's not me being shady. That's me telling you what's going on. You want me in on your project, right? Well, let me tell you how I can help, because I already have this stuff. I already know who runs X, Y, and Z. Like, I already got this. Like, I'm confused. You know what I'm saying? Or you just ain't want to, you feel threatened. And that's what it's giving. Anyway, what else happened? So Akeisha says, no, I feel like you brought the bad energy, no matter what I had to say or whatever like that. And I agree. All right. So Akeisha says that she wasn't throwing shade when it came to the dirty plates. She says she was being honest. Akeisha says she kept going, and her tone, she kept going because Tisha's tone changed. When she told her, like, hey, you know, these plates are dirty, Tisha didn't respond, I guess, how Akeisha felt that she should have responded. And so that's when, you know, they kept going or whatever. And so, excuse me, Tisha lets her know, like, you're at this table because I brought you to this table. And then Akeisha says, well, if you're going to bring me to a table, at least make sure your place is motherfucking clean. And I said, let's go. And see, that right there was enough for me to understand, in my opinion, that Tisha is a bit jealous of what Akeisha got going on, because it was very important for her to let her know, you're at this table because of me. Like, yeah, you may have all of this going on in your life and your family may have done this today, but I brought you here. Like, I brought you here. You know, so it was like she was trying to stress her relevance to her. Like, I brought you to the table. I could have not invited you, but I let you in on what I got. Like, you here because of me. And I also felt like she was talking about the table in reference to, I feel like BelleCollective too. Like, I brought you to this table. I invited you. Oh, did you? Did you, girl? Was it Miss Timber? I don't know who did what, but anyway, at least pressure wash this motherfucker. Come on, Mariah. Girl, if you're gonna bring me here, pressure wash this motherfucker. Just a dirty ass. I need dirty ass place. Pressure wash it. Okay. Period, ma'am. So what else happened? So now, at this point, We see Tambra, in my opinion, being full of period. So now we're gonna see that Tambra is full of when it comes to this situation, okay? Because the conversation came up about Akeisha calling them ugly. Girl, it was the finger for me. Akeisha said, I never called y'all ugly. No, I ain't never say ugly, girl. All right. So when she did that, I really believed it. I really believed it. I'm gonna need more facts to prove me wrong that this lady said that. And again, I'm gonna be very disappointed in you, Akeisha, if you did say that. But she, no, you're not gonna put that on me, girl. No, I didn't say that. That's what I didn't say. Okay. And what else happened? I think that's when Tisha was like, "Well, that's what Tambra said," and she said, "Well, Tambra's a motherfucking lie." Let us know. Let us know. She's a liar, girl. Tambra, girl, you lying, you lying. And then we can see what Tambra was like. I said, what she said? I said ugly, or I said something. I said what you told me, and that's what I fucking meant, or something like that. She said, and I'm like, girl, let me go back. Let me read my note. Okay. I said I could see her saying that I could see her saying that their attitudes were ugly, or that they were acting ugly, but not so much as calling them ugly. Okay. And then when Tamra tries to snap on her, I'm thinking to myself like, BITCH, girl, you just sat up here and was confused on shady versus throwing shade. So I truly believe that you would go and relay a message inaccurately when it comes to the term ugly. Right. So at this point, you can't tell me shit. Okay, you can't tell me a motherfucking thing. So we just gonna wait and see how the season play out to see what was really said and how it was really said. And I feel like if it was said on camera, they would have definitely played that flashback of Akeisha calling those ladies ugly. But it seemed like it could have been a private conversation amongst the both of them. But you just couldn't even explain what you meant by shady or throwing shade or whatever. You knew what you said, and I believe that that's how I do believe how Tisha said that you said it was how you said it. Now you over here trying to clean it up at the table. Have a seat, ma'am. Okay, but let me see what you guys are saying, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna scoot over. Okay. Let's see. I believe her. I doubt she called them ugly as in appearance. She may have said something like, correct, they act ugly. That's what I can see. I just can't see her saying out her mouth, these ladies are just ugly. Because to me, I don't think any of them ugly. I was watching this scene with the ladies sitting down, right when they were going off on each other when it first started. And I was looking at Tisha. I said, Tisha is so pretty. She is so pretty to me. Like, all of the ladies are beautiful. So I mean, like, that wouldn't even be a true statement, even if she did say that. Tamra sings when she speaks. It's so annoying. I want to hear her real voice. And it seems like she goes back and forth between her real voice. Her confessional voice, damn sure don't be the same voice that she has with her man. I don't know. Maybe she be feeling the need to, like, I don't know what that lady be doing. I don't know, girl. Don't give me the line. I don't know what that lady be doing out here in these streets. All right. Latrice was not bothered. She said she couldn't be talking about her. Right. And did you see when Akeisha was coming for the ladies right out the gate, how Treese was barely holding her composure, and she wanted to laugh so bad or she'll chuckle to herself. I love Latrice, bruh. I love her. She is funny. She is a funny, exactly, really. Like, yeah, none of them are ugly. None of them. They're all beautiful women. It would be dumb of Akeisha to exactly. That would be so stupid. It would not be true. It wouldn't be true at all. And she gonna get ate up for that if she did. Like, that's not nice. So, all right, guys, let's go ahead and move on to the lackluster episode. Let's get into Married to Medicine. Okay, Heavenly and Damon. She decides to put on her baby voice when she talks to her husband for whatever reason. Okay, he apologizes to her. He also put on his baby voice when sorry, I lied to you, buddy. I just didn't want to go to Arizona. Sorry, I lied to you, buddy. I just didn't want you to show your ass. Okay, and I didn't want to show my ass either. I didn't mean to speak to you like that, buddy. You're really nice to me, buddy. And I really appreciate that. You treat me good. You've been doing good. But, I just feel like, sometimes you can take things a little too far, but I didn't mean it. Like, what the fuck? I said, if y'all don't talk in y'all normal damn voice, please. Or is y'all whispering because people is in the office on the other side? I don't know, girl. Y'all could have closed the door. I don't know why y'all be doing stuff with the doors open. girl, anyway, let me keep going. So Heavenly apologized to Damon and says that he has been wonderful to her. And although she's going through a lot with her mom, it's no excuse. Well, I'm glad that you feel like it ain't no damn excuse. Okay? Just like quiet over there yelling at people. Well, let me tell you something. Let me let you know something. Heavenly's mother is on the table right now. She's about to go. So if you want to know why she was acting like that, that's what's going on. Mama finna exit the world. And it's like, girl, calm the fuck down. You could have said that better to me. You ain't have to get loud and stuff like that. Okay, so now we want you to take that same conversation back to Heavenly, since Heavenly feel like it's no excuse, Quad, and be like, it's no excuse. Heavenly, you shouldn't act like that. I know what you're going through. I wasn't out here doing what you doing when I lost a family member. Like, we want you to go back and have that same damn dramatic ass conversation with Heavenly. Anyway, what else happened? But Damon did feel like with her having a lot going on, he should have understood, though. At the end of the day, he does feel like that. Okay, so Contessa and Scott are talking, and Contessa doesn't want to deal with the Heavenly drama. She feels bad for her and says that she couldn't imagine like everything that Heavenly is going. Well, she could, because she lost her mom, but right now to relive that, like, she couldn't imagine that she doesn't, want to bring any more drama at this particular time, girl. So she wants to just support her and just move on, okay? Now, Audra and her husband are planning a wedding because they've already gotten married. So that's dope. They already got married. Like a lot of people do. They go down to the Justice of the Peace. They go ahead and they get married. And then, or whatever you call it, child. And then they at a later time either have a wedding or they have a reception. They do one of the two. So that was okay, cool, girl. Do what you're gonna do. I'm sure it's gonna be beautiful. But she said it was delayed due to the pandemic, and I think a lot of people's weddings were delayed. We were supposed to go to Punta Cana, I think, or what? I think that's something like that for my friend's wedding, but we ended up having it canceled because the pandemic hit, and she ended up having a beautiful wedding to me at the Georgia Aquarium. Like, that shit was nice. And the food was good as hell. And I was like, oh wow, this is really nice. You saw the little, what is it, whales or dolphins or whatever the hell they had. I think it was whales. Whatever the little fishes just swim. I was like, well, this is cute, girl. This is bougie a little bit. But anyway, it was nice. So, we couldn't go to the water. We had to bring the water to us. And so we just went down there, but it was so really cute. Anyway, so they're planning their wedding. So I'm believing we're gonna get a chance to see that this season. Now, Anila, you done brought your mama on this show, and I'm gonna go ahead and get this out the gate. I do not like your motherfucking mama, girl. I do not like her. Listen, there's a lot of mamas that come through here that we like, but yours is not one of them. And I don't know if it's that I don't like your mama and how she's shown on this show, or if I don't like you because you feel like you can't check your mama. And I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. It is respect your elders, but I'm somebody's elder too, and thou shalt respect the fuck out of me as well. I'm sorry, I don't be giving a fuck about none of that stuff, because y'all be letting these quotes and these scriptures or whatever it is truly guide you all the way down to allow motherfuckers to disrespect you. And I'm one that is not gonna happen to. It's been plenty of times I have had to check my mom. Okay, now she knows how to handle stuff. It's always, well, if that's what you want, girl, my mama will come in, rearrange my whole house, and bring stuff in it. And listen. Did I ask you to do that? Did I tell you to bring that over? Did I tell you I wanted that? So I've been having to like, girl, slow it down, okay? Girl, listen, if I tell you one thing about it, my mama gonna clean some real quick, okay? I ain't gotta ask my mama gonna do it anyway, because that's just how she is. But your ragged, don't do that. Don't say that about that lyric, mom. But your mother obviously will not. And that's a problem. Okay. I don't like that. Okay. She feel like she ain't got to follow nobody rules. I'm tell you something. Y'all living real lavish. According to that FaceTime, your mama don't seem to be, and I'm not being disrespectful, but I am. Hey, it's to be right back over there in this shack. You're not gonna come over here and fuck my luxurious home. You're not gonna do it. Bills that my husband is stressed out to pay. You and daddy can go back. Y'all can go back. This was cute. This was nice. But if you're not going to do it right, girl, let me pay for somebody else to come in here, because y'all wasting my time and stressing me the hell out. No, man. So I ain't like that. Girl, I ain't like that. But anyway, let's keep going. I already had your mama sit up here and talk you out of an old shot, but I really felt like you didn't want to get the old shot anyway, which is why you brought your mama for real, for real. And you done brought her over here on this episode. Your mama ain't satisfied with nothing. Even when y'all was getting this house built, she decided to complain about every damn thing. Then want to come in there and try and say something nice. And then you gonna sit up here and take her ass to your hair showroom, and she over here complaining about this and that, talking about stuff being expensive and this, that. Girl, is you paying for anything? Do you fix anything up in here? When's the last time you paid a bill? Girl, talk about some mother. Girl, this is not your, this is my house. Mine. Okay. And if I want to bring some shit all up and through here, I'm going to bring it all up and through here. That's my say, not yours. Okay. It does not apply to just Jody. It applies to your ass too. Okay. So you get your mama. Get your mama, get your mama, get your cute mama, cute as hell. You know what I'm saying? And probably a fun woman. But the way they be editing her on this show, I don't like her. Okay, I don't like that. And I see why Mr. Kieran be over there stressed the hell out. Let's keep going. Okay, so he decides that he's gonna have him a self-care event. Okay, for the men. Nobody wanted to get no Botox, laugh my ass off, but some of them did get the massages, they got the manicures and stuff. And I thought that was kind of nice because you don't really see guys do that. You know what I'm saying? Even though there are some guys out here that actually go out, they get their massages on a regular, they get their pedicure, their feet done, you know what I'm saying? Get their nails, trimmed or whatever, taking care. They take care of themselves, you know what I'm saying? And it doesn't have to be a feminine thing. It could be a masculine thing if more guys, you know what I'm saying, did it. If we saw it more, it probably would be more normal. But anyway, I thought it was nice. So Eugene is at a place where he's starting to rethink his career because it's occupying so much of his time. So it seems like he don't really get a lot of time with his family. And after dealing with the pandemic, all he did was work. So he really was stressed out. I felt bad for Eugene, especially seeing him cry because he was like, I've been okay with death, but not to this level. You know what I'm saying? People was probably dying on him left and right, So I felt bad for him and how that may have affected him and then affected his lifestyle at home and his relationship with his wife. So I did feel bad because sometimes I don't know Toya. We only know Toya on the show, but it seemed like he probably come home and he get stressed out about her too. So it's like that man over here trying to save for life, and then he came home and you over here stressing that out. But anyway, it is what it is. So Damon at this point is trying to encourage him, like, yo, you can do this without emergency medicine. Like, you can go off and start your own business, your own practice or whatever, and do that. So now he's starting to think about that. Like, what is it can I do? What can I? And I think that'd be cool. Like, even if he had an office that he opened up part-time, and then what it seemed like, I feel like he should have asked Damon what he doing. Maybe he could come in and be a part-time doctor with Damon until he branches off on his own. Maybe come in 2 or 3 days out the week and then do another 2 or 3 days over there at the emergency place. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he could do something like that until he opens up his own practice and just see how Damon works, but I feel like that's probably why he went into Damon's office to have that conversation. But I didn't hear that conversation, but I think that probably would be smart. That would be wise. But anyway, I don't know how to all that work as a doctor. But anyway, Toya done stopped by to see her spiritual advisor. So she wants to talk to her. So Toya is also rethinking her life as well. When Toya talked about this is not the life that she imagined, I don't think she meant with her husband. I just think that Toya may feel unfulfilled about something. You know what I'm saying? She's probably not happy because she spent most of her life being a stay-at-home mom, which is what she wanted. And maybe she does want to go out and, start her own business and do other stuff. But maybe she just ain't got no passion for nothing right now or drive. So that's what I was thinking Toya was thinking about as far as her life, not so much as her marriage and not being happy. But y'all tell me what y'all think. This is what I had a problem with. Why do y'all not like to close these fucking doors? If I'm talking to my spiritual advisor, girl, I'm talking to you. Okay, not John, Luke, and Paul on the outside. Close the door. I'm talking to you, ma'am. I know I'm gonna be on TV, but they don't need to hear my business right now. Girl, close this motherfucking door. Okay, so anyway, yeah, she talked about that. She said she changed as well during the pandemic, and now and how she started to take things out on her husband, which I could see that because she couldn't really identify what was going on, in my opinion, what was going on with her. So she decided to start taking stuff out on Eugene, which was very unfortunate. So there's that. They're both at a place in their life where they're trying to just figure out their life, what they want the next few years, the next 30 years or whatever to look like for them individually, obviously, and then together. So I hope they figure this out real soon. And I hope that Eugene does leave emergency medicine and he's able to kind of like figure out his life outside of that and be able to kind of make his own schedule or whatever. So that would be dope. It was something else I was going to say. Did anybody else notice that Eugene looks like he's lost some weight in the confessional in comparison to him being like on the show from the film and the flashback? I'm like, okay, Eugene looks like, he's losing a little weight. So yeah, good for him. Anyway, Anila's mom left a big ass mess in the kitchen because I understood it a little bit, but at the same time I didn't. Right? She left the mess because Anila needs to teach these kids to take your and put it in the trash because I'm not no mother nanny. Okay, so I feel her on that though. Like, don't just be cooking and leaving or eating and just leaving your shit up there. Okay, get that stuff and go put it in the trash. What you think? Like, who you think is who? No, they just because they live well and they got all this money or their parents do, don't mean that they don't need to learn how to do basic things, which is get it. So her mama left that mess up there for they ass to see, but at the same time, it's like, what about the other mess over there in the kitchen, girl? You wasn't gonna clean that up, and then you gonna sit up here and tell this girl you ain't got time to clean. I said, oh, this bitch here. You got to go. And then she go, first of all, Anila said, well, I don't have time for this. I got to go to my blogger room. My photographer is on his way. I got to get this stuff done. Mama didn't came in there. First of all, she irritated. That's one of the worst things you can do when I'm already irritated. And then you come into the space, you follow me into the space and you still talking and stuff. It's like, listen, she handled her mama very well though. Give me a second, mom. Can you sit down? Like, let's talk. Please sit down. Let's talk. Right. So the mama started trying on clothes. Oh, this is mine. Oh, yes. I say this women, this is so cute. This is mine. Yes. I'm like, girl, what? You was just in there cooking. You ain't worried about what you was making on the stove, burning the hell up. And then you done made it back there. You trying on clothes and shit. That lady stressed me out on this all for 5 minutes. 5 minutes. I can imagine, but it's your mama, girl. So anyway, I felt like her mama was lazy and inconsiderate as fuck, in my opinion. But let's keep going. She does sit her down and she tries to tell her mama, like, listen, girl, I'm 42 years old, baby. You can't tell me nothing. So, girl, you can't tell me nothing. Her mama said, I don't care. No, me no care about that, girl. I am the adult. I tell you what I want to tell you. You are going to deal. Do you understand? You're not going to tell me. That's where her mama was coming from. And I'm like, well, she could keep talking, but I'm going to keep not listening to y'all. It's just like you don't listen to me. I'm going to do the same damn thing. Let me go back in and get this old shot. All right. I don't understand that relationship. I do not get that. I'm like, girl, my mama would have been on the first flight back. Like, girl, let me get your flight. No, ma'am, do not pass go. Come right here. You go your tickets. I've already packed up your stuff. It was so great to see you. Love you, miss you. I will be there for the holidays. Let me know that you've made it onto the flight and that you guys have landed. Okay. No, daddy will be with you. He will be with you. I've already packed his up too. Absolutely. Thank you so much for coming. This was wonderful. I think her mama had been there for what, 2 weeks? Long enough, girl. Let me get your stuff and let you go so we can go ahead and get to finding us a nanny. Okay, go ahead and pay for a nanny. Y'all know y'all got it. Y'all paid for the last one, so go ahead and pay for this one. Get y'all a new one, girl. And I know it's gonna be a struggle having new people around your kids. I get that. I get that. But you know, hey, you got to start somewhere, child. Maybe reach out to some of your famous people and see who they got. They used to watch their kids. They probably won't mind watching y'all for a piece of a coin. But girl, mama would have went back. Mama would have went back. I'm not playing. She would have went back. My mama would never, okay? Because she doesn't like her space to be encroached on, okay? I don't know, child. I don't know. I just said all I'm saying. It was a new one. It was a new one. Anila will end up divorced, keep messing with her nasty, trifling mother. Her mom has no boundaries, none, and she does not respect any either. And that's another problem. Okay. But Anila, honey, either way. Good luck. Let's move on, girl. Real Housewives of Atlanta finale. Oh wow, guys. We've made it. We've made it here to the finale. I hope you guys enjoyed the season. Let me know your thoughts, whether you thought it was a good season, whether you thought it wasn't a good season, all that other great stuff. You know, people are rumoring that Portia's coming back. Maybe not. You know what I'm saying? They're saying, you know, things about Nene getting money and stuff. Maybe not. Who knows? Okay. They're talking about Candy getting a less salary. Maybe not. And another reason I think about it, Candy getting a less salary, I feel like that's not true. I feel like that statement, even though you know it was a discussion piece for us on my previous video, I feel like that's not true because the reunion hasn't even happened yet. And typically, I thought contracts go out after the reunion is finished. So we haven't even got to the reunion for any conversations to be happening about a contract. You know what I'm saying? So I don't believe that's true. But anyway, girl, let's go ahead and let's keep going. I think Candy will damn well be on the next season. Now, how much her check gonna be? IDK, but I definitely see her being returning regardless of however much money it is. You know, she may make her 15th season her last season. Who knows? But or would this be Candy's 13th season? Because I think she came in season 2 of Real Housewives, maybe. So then when she goes into season 15, maybe that'll be her 14th season. But I don't see Candy leaving no time soon, baby. That's it. And I feel like that's good money, even if it's a little less, but at the same time, it's the exposure. Okay. So she's always gonna be able to promote her businesses. So girl, I would keep going, even though, I'm just thinking about it from a business standpoint, even though a lot of us may feel like, oh, Candy, don't bring that to the show. She need to leave, she need to leave, she need to leave. In all honesty, if I was in her position, I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. I'm gonna get my coin. So what else is going on? Girl, I ain't gotta bring nothing. I'm bringing myself to get this check. Okay. So anyway, let's get into it. So Blaze over there working on her vocals. Baby, I can't wait to see Blaze when she like 5 years old, girl, or 6 or whatever old, a little older, and she over there singing. Cause I feel like Blaze may have a few little pipes. Okay, she already working on them notes. So okay, we see you, Miss Blaze. Shout out to Kenya Moore because she now has CVS added to her roster along with Sally Beauty Supply. So now y'all can go in there and find Miss Kenya Moore hair care products over there. Okay, I have heard people say that her products were really good. I haven't tried them yet, but I have heard people saying that. I've been seeing that on social media. That shit's some really good products, but okay, so anyway, so Marlo comes over to Sonya's house. Okay, Ross will be spending time with the boys, and he's gonna teach them how to like change oil, I guess, or like change tires. Let me tell y'all something. Marlo's youngest nephew was so in this interested. I don't know if anybody caught that baby face, but that baby was like, "I did not come over here for this." I don't even much know how to drive yet. Why the fuck I gotta know how to change a tire? Like, why you got me over here? I don't want to be here for this shit. That little boy seemed like he was not interested at all. But the oldest one was excited. He was like, I don't get. I'm like, let's do it. The youngest one was looking at him like, girl, let me go back to my auntie house because I don't want to do shit. Anyway, so Marlo talks about her mom. Her mom is in town. She hasn't seen her mom in 3 years. Her mom is actually, or at the time, was at a hotel. She won't let her stay with her, for whatever reason. I don't know what. I can't remember what she said happened as to why her mama couldn't stay at her house. But she got her at a hotel now. Okay, Adila, that's what y'all should have did. Put your mama at a hotel if she ain't gonna clean up. Y'all got it. Y'all ain't paying no nanny. Put her ass at the nearest hotel. Let her only come over when y'all about to have lunch and dinner, and send her back. But anyway. So Sonya is now ready to move forward with her pregnancy. And I thought that was okay, Sonya. I was wondering about that though. I was wondering, are they going to still try? Is she still dead set on not doing it? So I think she needed exactly what Ross gave her. I don't know if somebody told Ross to do this or not, but he went and told her, listen, oh, I love that conversation. I love that conversation. I'm about to tell y'all my furniture story. Because me and my man went to go look for some furniture. I ain't got upset about some shit. I was like, these motherfuckers up here on some other shit, baby. I don't like that. And he was like, baby, we gotta get it. You know what I'm saying? As long as we don't want a core every weekend. Anyway, girl, I feel her on that. Okay. I liked how he came to her and he was just like, listen, I want both of us to pretty much be on one accord. And I don't want it to be if it's something you don't want, I'm trying to force it on you. So as long as we are on the same page, like I'm okay, we don't have to have, another child or whatever. And she needed to hear that, not so much as that you did not want to have another child. She just wanted that support, and that's what she was trying to get through to him, because maybe he was so busy the last time when she had their son. So I think he probably would be way more, you know what I'm saying? Y'all are much older now. Y'all probably not as active as y'all was a few years ago, so now y'all probably calm down a bit. You're not doing, at least I don't think she's training for the Olympics again. I think she's done, right? So if she's not planning on running, in the Olympics again, then hey, this might be a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Maybe y'all both can, settle on down and have another child. So she did take that IUD out. I think Dr. Jackie was her doctor. She got that out. So she is moving forward with trying to get pregnant. And yeah, that's exciting. So I hope that works out for her. Okay. Good luck to them. Sheree checks out her location. Okay, she checks out her location for her event, and then she starts to kind of vent when she get there to the lady. She don't even know this event planner. So I was just over here on something. You can't even enjoy the location because you stressed out about your fabrics and stuff, and you talking to this lady. The fact that you was sitting up there talking to this lady about what you had going on kind of made me think that I ain't believe you. It was I ain't believe Sheree at all about this damn she about Sheree. But it was just a little off, like, girl, this lady probably like, I mean, like, were you trying to go ahead and give her an excuse that you may not be able to pay for it because you ain't even got your fabrics and you probably gonna have to cancel it? So, like, what? Why did you vent to this lady you didn't even know about what was happening on your end? I would have thought you just would have talked to your assistant about that. But anyway, girl. So she said she only got 5 pieces. She was supposed to have like 22 or something, but she only had 5. All right. So anyway, let's keep going. Marlo and her mama. So they did have a conversation, and she talked to her mama about her habits and whether she has improved or whatever. And I think her mom is working on improving because her mom was, I guess, a drug addict at some point. So now she's doing a little better. Her mom tells her that she put her out of the house. Like she said, I think her mom apologized to her and then tells her, like, you've done things to hurt me too. And she was like, well, what did I do? She was like, well, you put me out the house over there in Lithonia. And Marlo said, you mother right I did, because y'all had the police being called over there ever so often. You got my nephews over there. They don't want to be over there. They calling me, telling me to pick them up. So y'all have a problem with that, mama. Like, you over there using drugs, you doing what you do. Like, no, that house was supposed to technically be a legacy house for your grandkids so that they will never have to go back to, being in the system or anything like that ever again because they got a home for whatever. Okay. So that's why she did that. And her mama wasn't doing right by the house. So she put out. Yikes. Okay. Then we get to Kenya, her CVS launch. She has the launch, and Candy and Sonya and Drew, they definitely showed up for her. I ain't see nobody else show up, but those ladies were there, so that was nice. Oh, and I'm looking at my notes, and I'm over here thinking about Marlo mama. Not only was she doing drugs in the house, but girl, ma'am, you was selling them out the house too. Wow, girl. Yeah, somebody was gonna mess around and snatch the house up from y'all anyway. So Marlo had to put y'all out. Y'all ain't want to do right, and she probably was the one paying all the bills anyway. Girl, no, ma'am. So anyway, Candy and Joyce are having a conversation about her estate planning. So she and Todd are trying to figure out the particulars and what they decided on because they can't come to just one. She's gonna do her planning. He's gonna do his planning. And Mama Joyce said that's cool and it's cute, but what I think is that he shouldn't get access to none of your stuff before you married him. I can't say I fully disagree with Mama Joyce. Mama Joyce says that he should have acquired things after the marriage, right? Now, if Candy wants to leave him something too from on her end, she can. Like, if that's what she wants to do, but that's her husband, that's her money. She can do what she want to do with her money. But at the same time, I do feel like Ty would have acquired some stuff on his own while he was married, but she is gonna have to give him some stuff because they got some things that are joint together. So they'll have to figure that out. But Joyce doesn't want him to have a lavish lifestyle with somebody else if something happens to her. So that's why she feel like he shouldn't get access to a lot of the things that she's done before she met him. Right. And I'm like, that makes sense, but I don't know. But I feel like that's also not fair because I mean, of course, that's your daughter, but it's like if Candy was to get with somebody else, they would get access to Todd's money. So why is it that the other person couldn't? But I do understand Candy saying that she wouldn't marry again. And she don't think that he should marry again either. And I feel like that's something she ain't even got to worry about with Todd. I could see Todd not marrying nobody, but continuing to live a bachelor lifestyle and focusing on his kids. I don't see him, but you never know. You know what I'm saying? I'm just basing it on how he is now. I could see Todd not marrying nobody, but continuing to keep Candy's legacy alive in some fashion. So I don't think that's something she would have to worry about. And then not being able to trust people, that knowing that people are going to want access to him based on who he was and also or based on who he was connected to, which was Candy. And just to have access to that celebrity and stuff, I feel like she ain't even got to worry about that with Todd because I think Todd gonna know how to move with that. Now he may blow it and spin it type thing, but I don't see Todd marrying nobody and giving them that much, leverage. over his finances and stuff like that, or their finances. But I also feel Candy on this too, like anything that's supposed to go to their kids, she's not going to want him to get married to somebody and it's going to affect what's being given to the kids. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't think that's something she has to worry about with Todd. And I feel like Todd probably won't have to worry about that with Candy. I don't know though. Candy might get married, but she might draft up a completely. She says that she'll never get married. Hell, Lala said that she'll never divorce. But you just never know. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Candy would draft a completely different type of prenup to where that person would understood that they have access to nothing, or he probably would just be like a life partner for real, for real. They'll probably have a ceremony or something, understanding that they life partners, but it ain't no certificate that says you get access to any of my shit. So I mean, because then at that point it does also still becomes who can you trust? It's not many people out here that you can really trust like that. So neither one of them may have to worry about that. But then the conversation was, who do you think should be in charge of that? I guess divvying out things. And then Candy said Don Juan, and Mama Joyce said, nah, it should be somebody else. Somebody else should be on that. And then I'm sitting over here like, who, you? And then Candy said Mike, and Mama Joyce said me and Don Juan. Me and Don Juan. We should be on that paperwork. You should have us on that because we'll make sure who needs to get it is going to get it. And I'm like, girl, stop your shit. Now I did understand where she was coming from with Riley. Riley was there from the beginning, before there was even a Todd. So I just feel like Riley should have access to some things more than what Todd has. I definitely set up baby girl Riley. Definitely set up baby girl Riley. And y'all need to make sure y'all do it properly, because if Riley is the last one standing, not so, and I mean last one standing out of just three of y'all. I'm not even including Kayla, but between Todd and Candy, you just never know. I don't wish this on them at all, but things happen where parents die at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So then that's another thing. That's another layer y'all got to think about and consider, like who do you want to handle what? You know what I'm saying? Riley may have to be in charge of divvying out who gets what, or is that going to be a decision that she and Kayla are going to have to decide on? So y'all gonna have to be very, 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 very detailed in this, girl. Very, very detailed. And I would hate to see Riley and Kayla go at it. And people, before you get in these situations, everybody assumes that they're going to make the best decision. But as soon as they get in and they see all these millions and all this money they got, then people start shifting and shaking and moving a little different. So they're going to have to be very thorough in this documentation. You know what I'm saying? Should something happen to them at both times. So I don't think Candy should make a will or any estate planning that's primarily left on Todd. I think she should make another one that says if anything should happen to either of us, you know what I'm saying, sooner or whatever it is, this is how X, Y, and Z should be handled. And with that, I feel like Mama Joyce has a point. If something happened to both of them, Riley should be the only one making decisions on anything Candy has gained prior to Todd even coming in the picture. So I feel like Mama Joyce had a point, but she also was a bit selfish with that point, because she still does not like Todd. And I do not understand. Like, BIT, you have a restaurant because of him. It was his own idea, not Candy's. It was Todd's idea to do OLG restaurant. And I'm sure y'all get some type of money off that, some type of residual, something. I'm sure there's some type of thing that y'all get from it, especially with y'all like this being used. All of that. Y'all get paid from that too. So, girl, the dislike for Todd really needs to stop, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, girl, let's move on to Sheree in this rehearsal. So she's still lying, saying she's supposed to have items on that day. Her friend says that she can fly and get them if they're anywhere in the U.S. Now, first of all, you said that she's supposed to, here she go lying. I have my items, I only got 5 items, supposed to get more today. They're supposed to be shipped to me today. Then the girl said, oh, but then shoot, if they're not here, like I can get on a flight, I can come get them for you. And then Sheree said, oh, you gonna make them too? Because they got to be made in X, Y, Z. Now, bitch, you just sat up here and said they're supposed to be shipped today. So now you saying they got to be made as well? Girl, stop your shit today. Okay. So then Apollo shows up and he didn't look bad at all, but he showed up trying to be the star. But anyway, Tyrone wants to show up as well after billing on her and embarrassing the hell out of her. He decides he wants to show up. And I'm like, first you didn't want to show up because of the cameras, and now you want to show up? Like, okay, what is it giving? And then it's crazy because I feel like Tyrone probably has been cleared for a long time. I guess he wasn't on the ankle monitor so he could come down. I feel like that ankle monitor probably been off you. But because you knew that this was going to be a big event, you wanted to make sure that you was there because you knew that they was going to be filming. Oh, we see you. Let's keep going. So he walks in like ain't nothing happened, trying to talk to Sheree. Sheree over there looking like she done saw a damn ghost. He says that he was on home confinement, and Sheree started going off on him about not meeting her when he had a chance to. Okay, and he says that it was because he wasn't approved or something like that. And she said, but you was approved to come here, come to New York or something like that. And he was like, yeah, but you had cameras. So I'm like, well, which one is it? Was you not approved, or was it because of the cameras? Y'all both some liars, girl. Both of y'all some lies, okay? But let's keep going. So he says that he wasn't going back to prison for nobody, and he wasn't gonna apologize to her because he don't owe her one. Well, I'm sure you're used to this, okay? Security, escort him out. Yes, him. Get it around on that side. Yes, security. You can take it, exit out. You don't owe me no apology. Then get your ass out. The audacity. Then you're gonna do that in front of her daughter's face, and her daughter had the audacity to say, "Hello." Hi, I'm such and such. Nice to meet you. Girl, I ain't finna speak to no fucking man and start up here and disrespect. My mama gonna sit up here and talk about he don't owe her no fucking apology. Yeah, get your ass out. Excuse me. Hi. Doors that way. Yeah, it's right down there. Yeah, go down there. And if you make a left, yes, thank you. Girl, sitting up there. So I was like, hi, what you speaking for? Girl, you heard this man be disrespectful to your mama. But anyway, so Sheree says that he's thirsty for the to be the camera. He's thirsty to be in front of the camera in so many words. And I'm like, I'm just confused because one minute he didn't want to be in front of the cameras, and then now he is. He want to be in front of the cameras, and I don't know. It's a lot. It's a whole lot of going on. So Apollo walks over there like he like, who is you? Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are to come over to this man and ask him questions for real? What you want? And he gonna sit up here talking about something. Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to hear your side. I just wanted to hear what it is that you had to say. You know what I'm saying? So Apollo wants to hear his explanation and has the audacity to tell this man, you know what I'm saying? You know how I go. You know what I'm saying? You ain't supposed to leave your queen, you know what I'm saying? High and dry, whatever like that. You ain't supposed to just leave her, abandon her. Who he talking to? Who is he having a conversation with? Then you leave your wife and your boys. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Like, what are we doing? Like, didn't you do the same thing? You left and went off. You went off and did a bid. And you want to sit up here and tell this man what he can and cannot do. So this is the reformed Apollo, the same one that's still hurt by what Phaedra did. Right. She left you high and dry. She left you for dead. Right. Okay. You want to sit up here and talk about what this man not supposed to do with his quote unquote queen? Wow, wow, wow. Say what was it? The same man? Correct. The same man that picked Kenya up. Had his hand on the booty and jumped into the water. That man, but he want to talk about leaving his queen in a certain fashion. Him. Yes. Him. Girl, you could stop today. You could cut it out, all right? Tyrone tells him you on the wrong side. Baby, both of y'all been on the wrong side of the law for a long periodically time. So y'all been on the wrong side, okay? Apollo says that he still isn't buying the BS of Tyrone because Tyrone was trying to use the excuse of the media. And girl, Apollo done sat up here and quoted the code saying that you do have a right to be in front of the media and the press and all this other stuff. So I was like, okay then, girl, I guess you can have media contact, cool. So Tyrone thinks they can apologize to each other. What's she apologizing to you for? For bringing the cameras? Sir, you had this woman sitting there and waiting for over 2 hours. Do you know that's a flight for her to get back to Atlanta? That's how much of her damn time you wasted. Not to mention, she drove an hour out just to see your raggedy ass. Yeah, he would have been, girl, he would have been marked at the door to not come into my event the next day. I'm sorry. Like, do not, you see this man, stop him. Do not pass go. Okay. About face and take your ass home. All right. Anyway, so Marlo apologized to Candy and wants her to meet her mama. So we see that at a later time. But before Candy get there, Marlo mama want to sit up there talking about bringing a man around. What man? I know you ain't sitting up here asking me about bringing no man around, girl. When you barely around your damn self, you just now tip tap and step 1 foot in the door. Girl, you just cha-cha slid your ass up in here. And then now you trying to cha-cha slide somebody else in my door? No, ma'am. You got to do the full routine, girl. You got to do the full routine 2 times before this man can come in here. I don't know him like that. And he a drug dealer. He go, her mama, he not no drug dealer no more. He not. I mean, he don't do drugs no more. Not no more. He don't do them no more. Girl, you're barely off them. Like, what the fuck? He can't come. No, ma'am. Now, why I got my nephews here? No, you're not for to jeopardize them more than what I did when I kicked them out, girl. And you think I'm gonna let you come around? No, ma'am. You're not gonna do that. He don't do them drugs. He don't do them drugs no more. He don't do them no more. He don't do it. Girl, no, he still can't come. Sorry. So Candy that came in there and she looking like, what the hell? Because Marlo is pissed. She said, it's always about a man. It's always about a man. Like, I don't know what it is. Since I was young, it's always about a man. Like, they just get on my nerves. And I don't be understanding that either. When it be always about a man for some people. Like, that is so sad. When women become extremely neglectful of their children for the sake of having a man. And a lot of these men ain't shit. So what are you getting? A lot of them will leave you high and dry. You know what I'm saying? Girl, and what's coming to my head is that TV1 special called For My Man. And you sitting out here down and out for a man? Girl, it's really not that deep. It's really not. Like, anyway, girl, I ain't never been in there. I don't know about that, girl. I'm just on the outside looking at the ground. Anyway, child. So then Candy that came in here and I'm laughing because she done called in on the tail end to see what the mess about. So Candy asking if they okay. Candy wasted no time, in my opinion, to get to the point. Tell me, so how long was you on drugs? How long? What she said? How old was Marlon when you started using drugs? I said, damn, can we get a how you doing? How long you gonna be in town? Are you liking your stay so far? Have you seen your grandchildren? We got straight to it. She was like, Marlo was 7. I didn't like how they did that scene though. I feel like we could have spent more time on that scene of Candy and Marlo talking to her mom and stuff instead of these little chopped up one-off scenes of Sheree trying to get ready for the fashion show, or seeing Drew over here talking to somebody real quick, or Kenya over here trying to find a dress with baby Brooklyn. Like, some of these small little things y'all gave us could have been chopped to get more time in that scene with Candy, Marlo, and her mama. But anyway, girl, so we get to the event. And Sheree now has 27 pieces. And I was like, well, good for Sheree. Good for her. Okay. She had 27 pieces. Tyrone came and he done brought her and her mama some flowers. She was shocked. She was appreciative. She was like, thank you. She was glad for that, right? So Tyrone goes downstairs. He done met all the ladies, baby. But Marlo and Kenya are the ones not featuring him the most. And Kenya already told him about something and said we may have to get in that ass. Okay. Okay. So Marlo and Kenya is really like, let's move on from him. He does not need to return. And I don't think he is going to return because obviously Sheree is dating Martell Holt. Okay. So anyway, as much as we gave Sheree slack, I was really happy for her to bring this together finally. I'm not going to lie. I was really happy for Sheree. I was glad that she finally did it. I do wish her outfit she walked out in was more fantabulous. Maybe it was one of her outfits she was showing off, like this is going to be a part of her She by Sheree line. But I just wanted her to come in something else. Like, it's okay if you would have wore a ball gown. Like, for real, girl. Like, this was a very important event that you allowed to happen. So if you went over the top just a bit, I would not have been mad because we waited all our life, literally, for this. Okay. What else ended up happening? She did start late as hell. So what's his name? Dwight. Was it Dwight? He was sitting up there looking pissed, like, girl, what the hell is going on? Like, girl, this is unnecessary. Like, this is disrespectful. Girl, like, I'm finna ghost. Like, she need to get this shit started. Like, what's happening, girl? Is it about to be a fashion with no fashions? Is it about to be dreadful again? So he was really bothered, right? But the models finally came. They walked. Candy was happy. Candy said, oh, girl, it's a few items that I'm finna have to go ahead and get. So make sure that website is up and running, girl. I'm ready, okay? But listen, let me tell y'all who stole the show for me. Good at white men. Girl, let me mind my business. But listen, that white man walked out. Girl, he have on that butt nude. The little nude little outfit so plain. But he made it look good. But when Kenya stood up there, hollered. I hollered, okay? Because white man just walked down and served and knew he was fine. But I said, oh, wow. Like, okay. Okay, the outfit was giving basic, but you made it look good, sir. And that's what you're looking for, okay? When you're seeking models. Man was fine as hell and knew that he was. I said, oh, wow. Then Shamray gonna come down there with that dramatic ass walk. And I said, I wish your outfit was more dramatic. You know what I'm saying? Than what you had on, you know? But she pulled it off, y'all. She pulled it off, and it was a good event. I mean, Apollo walked out. You know, people just gave him praise because of who he was, but he could have worked on his walk a bit more. And I was glad to see his girlfriend because I was wondering if they were together, right? So they definitely showed her, so we know that they are indeed still together. Okay. So yeah, it was, it was cute. She did a good job. At the end of it, Tyrone tried to talk to her. He said, "Can I talk to you?" She said, "No, you cannot." No, don't touch me. And I wasn't mad at her for that. She went over there doing her thing, but guess what? We still saw Tyrone in the back, hanging around, waiting until she was done so she could talk. And I hope that she didn't talk to his ass at all. You can go back home. Yep. And she should have. I'm glad she played him, just like he sat up there and played her when she went up there. But I wish that she would not have allowed him access into her event. That's what I wish he would have never even. He could have kept them flowers. You know what I'm saying? But overall, I think that she did a great job. She did do a great job with the show. Now, the website wasn't so great. Okay. She did say that it went down. A lot of people went to the site, trying to purchase. It seems like she was able to get a few orders in. She was. But the site ended up, going down. I know I went to the site and, girl, I was pressing shop and couldn't press, and like it was going nowhere, girl. It was going nowhere. And then some of the outfits was like giving 150, 130. And I did have a slight issue with that. I was like, girl, what is this? Not you trying to rack up, have people waiting all these years and then you want to sit up here and overcharge for fashions they can get somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure I'm going to talk about this again because I have some other videos I want to get out to you guys regarding Sheree and stuff. And I'm going to repeat this at a later time. I need people to understand. A lot of people are calling Sheree out because she is using items that you can get from an AliExpress or Amazon or anywhere else, right? It's the same attire a lot of these girls get and they slap their label on it, right? So a lot of people are dragging her for that. Okay. I need y'all to understand this. People are feeling like we should not be dragging her for that. I'm damn well going to drag, because when you sit up there and you have us believing that you actually have designers on another coast designing things for you, it seems like they only designed items for you for the fashion show. I didn't get to see the full website, but what I did see on the website was not the things that those people modeled in. So you sitting over here trying to play the people, in my opinion. You sit up here gooping us, making us believe that you actually getting fashions at fashions design and properly made, especially custom and all of this stuff, only for us to go to the website and this is some generic shit we can get somewhere else. So basically what it is that you guys are paying for the label. Now, I will say people shouldn't complain too much about paying for the label, because Y'all do that all the time in other places. You know what I'm saying? You're really just buying the label. It ain't really the damn shoe. It's you buying the label for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? So you just really paying for the damn just to say you got She by Sheree on, just to say you got Jordans on, or just to say you got his on. You know what I'm saying? So you paying for the label. So yeah. But at the end of the day, for me, my angle, y'all have y'all own. Mine is just, girl, like, don't be sitting up here telling me I'm finna see something custom made that I can't see nowhere else, girl. And I done sat up here, Suzanne, and it's giving, let me just order from Amazon and saved me $115. Because I probably can get it for 15 over at Amazon instead of 130 with you. But you might have something else, girl. You might have something, because I want to support you, Sheree. I want to get a little something. I might come over here with a little She Buy something. But it won't be She Buy too expensive for basic. And that's the problem for me. It's no exclusivity with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not. It's just not no exclusivity. It's just not. It's not exclusive enough for me. Or maybe it's just not as cute. We'll revisit this conversation, I'm sure, but don't tell me who and what to drag. Okay. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me who and what and how to drag if I don't feel comfortable with it and I don't like it. And then y'all be trying to use the term that she's a black woman. You're not gonna get me with that either. You're not gonna get, you can get someone else, but you won't get me. Okay. Especially when you have individuals such as a Kenya Moore and a Candy Birds, people that she could have reached out to, reaching out, okay, to y'all for y'all to give her a little help. Now, see, I can't do some shit like that. Like, let me just get some shit and slap jamithatsme on that bitch, some of those gold fetish. I can't do that. You feel what I'm saying? And I do feel like I can do that. Because I ain't been lying to the people for years, saying that it was coming out, joggers. I did not say that. So I want to see what you really been working on for all these years, squirrel. You know what I'm saying? But then when you come to me and it's just some quick shit, some drop shipping ass shit, then girl, you could have been did this. You could have been did this. Okay, so then it makes me even more upset with the fact that you ain't been did this if you was just gonna take somebody else's stuff. But you know, we wish you the best. And we're glad that you actually have a website up with pieces and items. This is great for you. And you know, I might go over there and buy me a little song. I might go over there and give me a little song, see what she'll break out. You know what I'm saying? I need me some workout clothes anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't saying I ain't gonna support Sheree, because I just might. If I see something cute enough, let me go over here to the website. I hope it's back cool, girl. No, Sheree. Girl, you is not finna do me like this. Girl, I know you fucking lying. Girl, let me, because this bitch, Sheree. Girl, no, you did not. Girl, that website. Girl, listen, let me share my screen. Give me 2 seconds, girl. Because she done sat up here and gooped me. And this website was just up. It was just up, girl. Give me, Because you ain't even much have to do us like this, Sheree. Because the people thought that it was up. You feel what I'm saying? Girl, she done took the whole thing down. You hear what I'm saying? Like, she done took the whole thing down. I feel away, Sheree. Y'all done crashed this lady's site. That's what they telling us. Okay? The people is telling us that y'all have crashed the site all the way. Let me make this a little bigger. Let me put me at the bottom so y'all can see what's going on, honey. And we're going to read this together because she didn't have to do us like this. Girl, She by Sheree. Dear fans, due to the overwhelming interest in She by Sheree, the influx of love is crashing the website. But please understand, It's being worked on. So continue to check back and within the next 24 hours. We are working to get this quickly resolved. We wish to serve you soon. Thank you for your interest. Thanks to the customers whom we were able to serve so far tonight. What Marlo be saying? Today drained me. Today drained me, girl. That's what it's giving. I am drained. Wow. Well, I guess we'll have to wait. Hopefully it'll be up soon, you guys, and we can check it out and maybe purchase a few items or something, but we shall see. All right. That's all that I got. I thank you guys so much for joining. Please be sure to hit the like button if you have yet to do so. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Okay. I'm trying to maintain this energy because I have quite a few more videos to get out to you guys. Okay. So let me go ahead and tap off and get into that. All right. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.